Hello, hello, hello. All right. So if you're applying for a program, good morning. There's going to be a quick information. I just got this information and I thought it's very important, so let me share. How is everybody doing? Everybody doing fine?
Transfer complete.
All right. If you are applying for a program, just give me 1 second, okay? Getting my settings. All right. How is everybody doing? All right. So good morning. I hope you're doing fine. If you are applying to a college to study, this information might be useful to you. When I did my live Q&A yesterday, I explained that when you apply for admission or to a program in a school, which is a college in Canada, you want to check the program availability, international programs, and then under the program, check the availability of the program. Now, the availability of the program will basically tell you that it is available, so you can apply. And then I also mentioned that there are 3 ways you can see, or 3 ways the status of the program will be shown. 1, if you pick a program, let's say personal support worker or carpentry. If you pick a program which is, say, personal support worker or carpentry, it is very possible that when you check the status of that program as an international student, not a domestic student, it will tell you that the program is closed, the program is open, or the program is on wait list. 3 options, okay? Closed, open, wait list. Now, I explained that the closed simply means that for the semester you are looking at and the program you are looking at that particular campus. Closed means that they are no longer accepting applications for that program for that semester. If they tell you it is open, it simply means that for the semester you are looking at and the program you've picked at the particular campus you are looking at, the program is available. That's what open means. Open means it's available, you can apply, and then if the documents are good, they will offer you admission in a college. The third option is wait list. Wait list. When you are looking at the program as an international student in a college, and you see the status of the program for a particular semester saying it is waitlisted, what it means is that the program has already received so many applications and they've hit or they've reached the threshold of people they want to take. However, they do not also want to decline you and say they cannot give you right away. So a waitlist simply means they are going to put you on a standby. Waitlist means you can apply, but you are going to be placed on standby. You can apply, but they are going to put you on standby. That's what a waitlist means. Now, a waitlist does not give you an assurance you're going to get it. In fact, it simply means that they've already received so many people already for that program. So if everybody honors their part and pay their part payment for there is also a good chance that if that particular program, somebody decides not to take it serious and they don't pay their fees, the school will revoke their admission and then will consider the next in line. When you're on a wait list, it simply means you're going to be in a queue, in a line. And then based on first come, first serve, that is how the schools will offer the admission. If somebody declines their offer, they will look at the first person who is on the wait list, and then they will consider that person. If that person doesn't take it, then they move to the second person who is on the wait list, and they consider. That's how it is. A wait list is not really much of an assuring list if you want to be there, but I just want to explain. For example, somebody that I know so much, a family person looking to apply to a college here, Niagara College, picked the program. And after picking the program, it was on waitlist. So the hope is that, okay, if somebody does not accept their admission, then they will move it and give it to me. All right, that's what this brother of mine is thinking of. So I decided to call the school this morning. Just now, I just got on the phone with the school, and I called them and I said, you know what, I'm tracking or following up an application for somebody. So I gave the student number and all of that, and then they looked in the system. And then the lady who was talking to me on the phone said, oh, this program is actually on a wait list. And I said, yes, I am aware it's on wait list. But can you tell me the likelihood, what the chances are in terms of this person getting the admission and all of that? And then the lady was so honest and told me, you know what? This particular program has been on wait list for a long time. She said it's been on wait list for a long time. There is no assurance that this brother of yours will get the admission. How about you consider another semester where it is available instead of waiting for this one? We're hoping to choose and get an admission for spring 2022. Spring 2022 simply means, when we say spring means May, okay? So spring 2022 admission or starting date simply means that if the admission is released, say any moment from now till maybe first week in January, the visa can be applied, and then maybe in May, the person would have moved into the country to start the school in May 2022. That's what we call spring. Spring means starting in May. Fall means starting in September. So the lady basically advised and said, you know what? It is better for your friend or your brother to consider changing the program from that program which is on waitlist to a semester where it is available. So she recommended other programs as well, and she recommended a starting date in fall, which is September next year. It might look a bit long, but to be on the safer side, fall gives you enough time to get a program which you like and aligns with your own history of academics and what you've done in your life. Fall also allows you the opportunity to gather your documents and apply for your visa. You know, we are saying that we are living in times where the visa processing is delayed a little bit because of COVID. So if you apply, you want to give yourself enough time as well so you can be able to put your visa documents together. That is the update I want to share. The update here is, the bottom line is this. Guys, if you apply for a program and you like that program so well, the starting date you are choosing or the term you are still choosing, let's say you are choosing May, which is spring, or you are choosing fall, which is September next year, you can't even choose January because January is just 2 weeks away, right? There's no way you are going to get an admission for January. It's 2 weeks away. How are you going to get a visa in 2 weeks? It's not possible. So January is already not even there in the equation. Now, the 2 semesters that are left for you to consider are spring 2022, which is May 2022, a starting date of May 2022. And then you also have another possibility of fall 2022. Fall 2022 will be September 2022. Those are the 2 semesters that anybody should realistically be looking at if you are picking a course in a school. All right, spring or fall. If you are picking spring, you should be assured that you are getting the admission anytime within January or first, second week in January. If you don't get it within first, second week in January, it might affect your processing time for your visa. You should give about 3-4 months for your visa so that you have enough time to get your visa. So now that the program that my brother picked is supposed to start in May 2022, but that program is not even available. The program is on waitlist. He did not sit to wait. We decided to follow up by calling the school. Of course, because I live in Canada, it's much easier for me to call the school right away. So call the school. They ask for student number, they ask for the applicant number and the student ID or student number for the application file. and then you provide it. They look in the system and they tell you, they're going to tell you their honest opinion. They're going to tell you, you know what? This program has been on waitlist for XYZ. The chances that you may get it is low. So you may want to change it. Now, here is the sweet thing. You've applied for a particular program and it's on waitlist, and now you want to change it. Do they charge you another application fee for you to change it? No. They don't charge you another money. For colleges, they don't charge another money. Especially if you are just changing the program and the starting date. They don't charge you money. So the lady gave me the email address for the International Students Department for admissions and said, if you want to change the program, all you have to do is to send them an email and tell them that this is your name, this is your student ID number, this is the program you applied for, you would like to change it from this semester to another semester. And before you do that, you want to make sure the program is available for the semester you're selecting. And basically, when they receive that email, they will take it as an official correspondence or an official email from you. And then they will go ahead and change the starting date and the program. And then when they change it for you, if they offer you the admission, they will issue the admission based on the email you send them. All right, so this might be something that will be helpful. The school in reference here that we are using is Niagara College. The program here was on waitlist. We called the school this morning. Me and the brother of mine called the school, and then after we called the school, the customer service person told us that the chances of us getting that particular program is very, very slim. The reason being that those of you who have been seeing me turn my neck, and you wonder, why is this guy turning his head like a thief? I'm a damn good driver. If anybody knows me, they will tell you I'm a good driver, okay? So if you see me looking around, I'm doing my observations. Some people will say, why is this guy looking around like a thief? My observations are my #1 strength as a driver. There are so many crazy drivers in town. You got to keep your eyes on the look all the time. Crazy drivers from everywhere. Some of them will be on drugs, very high. They will just come and slam into you. So when you drive, if you've been looking into your lane only, looking forward like this, looking into your lane, you are likely a candidate who will be getting a lot of accidents because you can't even look around your vehicle. You can't see what is coming around you. I recommend when you drive defensively. You should be able to see a car in your mirrors. You should be able to see a car coming in your blind spot. You should be able to see a car from every direction at every second. I know it's a lot, but that is what keeps you as a safe driver and a smart driver all the time, okay? All right, so let me go back to that. The bottom line of this video is this. If you applied to a college and you have not heard from them, or if you've applied to a college and the program you chose is on waiting list, I recommend you either call the school, the International Students Office, call them directly, or send them an email. Let them give you an update on your program, especially if you know you've not received the admission early enough. Maybe it's been more than a month since you applied. Here is the truth, guys. College admissions are released very, very quicker. Like, they release them quickly. They are not like universities where you have to wait for 2-3 months to get an admission. No, colleges release the admissions very, very quickly. Some of them will release it within 2 weeks of the time you apply. 3 weeks, they will release the admission. So if you apply and it's been more than a month, you want to be following up on them. You want to be calling them. You want to be emailing them. If you can't call them because you don't have enough airtime to call them, send them an email. I've also recommended certain apps you can download to help you call Canada for free. Yes, you heard me right. You can download some phone apps. Voice over internet protocol apps, VoIP. We call them VoIP, V-O-I-P, VoIP apps. Some of them can give you a Canadian number. Some of them can give you a US number. All you need is an internet. If you have that, you can use that app to call the school without having to spend money on your airtime, international calling, right? I've mentioned some apps in the past. Magic Jack is one of them. There are all kinds of apps, Test Now, Test Plus, all of them, right? These are the kind of apps that the fraudsters normally use. Fraudsters. The people who scam and use people's credit card. These are the kind of apps they use. They use these apps to give them US number, Canadian number, and then they will use it to call as if they are in US and blah, 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 blah. I'm teaching you how you can use some of these apps for good purposes, such as calling a school to save you money from international call. You can also download some of these apps and use it. When I was in Ghana and I applied for my own school, I used to call them all the time to find out about the status of my application. In fact, the number of times I called them, they probably realized this guy is a serious guy. I used to call them all the time. I'm calling to follow up on my application. Can you give me an update? Oh my goodness, I used to call them all the time until they gave me the admission, right? I used to call them. So I recommend for college purposes, if your program is on wait list, don't sit for too long. Call them, email them, and let them give you an update, okay? You do not want to wait for too long only to hear that you did not get the admission. You see, for you to sit to hear that you did not get the admission, you would have lost the money. I want you to listen to this. If you wait and wait and wait, and they tell you you did not get the admission, it means your money is done. You're finished. Once they give you the decision on the application, you cannot change your program again without paying. But if they have not made a decision, you have an opportunity of changing the course without paying. I hope you guys heard what I said. If you've applied for, say, personal support worker, and it's on wait list, and they have not made an official decision to say, unfortunately, we could not admit you, or congratulations, you've been admitted. It simply means you have an opportunity of changing it if you don't want it. You can change it to a whole new program which is completely different. You can change the starting date as well, but you must do all of that before they make the official decision. And if you do all of that, they do not charge you extra penny. It is free. All you have to do is to email them or call them and let them know, find out from them the status of the application. If they give you indications that the program is going to take forever, you may not get it, then you might want to be smart in changing it before you lose the $100 you used to do your application. All right, so now because they have not made a decision on my brother's application, we have an opportunity to change the program. In fact, we are even going to change the program completely to another program, and then we are going to change the starting date as well. And hopefully with this one, within a week or so, they will issue the admission so that my brother can go ahead and pay the fees and then go apply for the visa. I hope you understand. All right, this is just a quick information for those who are considering applying. Okay, I hope you understand. I'm on my way for an appointment, so I will just leave it as it is now. This is not a Q&A. This is just me passing information. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and share this video to bless somebody. I hope this video also helps you, especially if you've been waiting for your admission from a college for a program that is either waitlisted, as being on waiting list, meaning you're on standby, or for a program that you don't know whether you are getting or not. Especially if you've been waiting for a couple of weeks and you haven't heard from them, you might want to follow up on them. Follow up with them, give them a call, or send them an email. I hope that makes sense to you. All right, thanks so much for watching Chakwa Millionaire. We don't need more money, we need more wisdom. May God bless all of us with wisdom. Share the video to bless somebody as well, and God bless you. Bye-bye.